Most entrepreneurs believe that you need a US visa or a green card or to uproot your entire family just to access the American financial system. And that's simply not true. And today, I'm going to show you why it's possible to build a US financial identity without living in America, without a visa, and more importantly, why the system is built to make it possible for serious entrepreneurs and investors like you. I'm Dr. Robin, and I help founders, entrepreneurs, and investors from Europe, Canada, the UK, and beyond to tap into US banking and credit infrastructure the right way. If you are a busy entrepreneur and you value one-on-one guidance over trial and error, then this is going to save you months of guesswork. If I don't live there, I can't access it. That belief keeps thousands of entrepreneurs stuck. And here's the truth. The US system was built to attract capital, talent, and business wherever it originates. You're not disqualified because you live in London, Munich, or Toronto. You're disqualified, if at all, because you approach the system without the right structure. So what does structure actually mean at a high level? It means a US entity, the appropriate tax identifiers, legitimate identity documentation, and credible positioning when you interact with banks and credit institutions. When those pieces are aligned, the doors that were once closed to you begin to open. Why the US system attracts entrepreneurs and how that helps you. Pillar 1, competition and scale. The US has a highly competitive banking landscape with thousands of banks and credit unions, plus national brands. Competition creates choice, different underwriting appetites, different onboarding pathways, and different relationship models. Why this matters to you is because you have more than one path to a yes. If one bank says not yet, another may welcome a well-structured foreign entrepreneur, especially when you present professionally, in person, and through an existing relationship. Pillar 2 is credit infrastructure. The US is a credit-first economy. 3 major credit bureaus, mature scoring models, and deep data make it efficient for lenders to assess and reward responsible behavior. For entrepreneurs, there are 2 lanes. A personal lane, which is your individual profile, and a business lane, which is under your company's tax ID. And this helps separate business activity from personal life. And this separation is a huge advantage when scaling. It's a major reason why global founders plug into America's system. Pillar 3 is product design that rewards growth. Because the banks are actually competing, they create entrepreneur-friendly products. So great introductory APR periods, strong rewards ecosystems, relationship credit lines, and clear upgrade paths as your profile matures. Translation: if you build a history and manage exposure well, the system tends to extend more and more trust over time, not less. And that is leverage, the responsible kind. And it's hard to find the same scale anywhere else. Pillar 4 is the legal simplicity and speed for business. Forming a company in the US is typically fast and straightforward compared to many other countries. It's got clear governments, predictable rules, and widely understood entity types, which make it really easy for banks and partners to evaluate you. The result? You spend less time wrestling bureaucracy and more time doing business. Pillar 5 are the global rails and network effects. The US dollar, global card networks, and correspondent banking create frictionless rails for international commerce. US accounts, when set up properly, integrate cleanly with major platforms and vendors. For a global entrepreneur or investor, that means smoother payments, simpler integrations, and fewer bottlenecks when you operate cross-border. Pillar 6 is relationship banking. In the US, relationships still matter. So if you show up professionally, know what you're doing, and meet the banks where their compliance requirements are, then you can create durable partnerships. This is just one reason why I bring clients in person to real institutions. The credibility rises, KYC is clean and easy, and outcomes improve. So here's a quick recap. Competition, credit culture, product design, legal simplicity, global rails, and relationship banking are why the US system reliably attracts entrepreneurs and investors. It's not a loophole, it's architecture. Belief breaker number 2. I must move there or hold a visa. Nope, individual bank policies differ. So compliance is real, but residency isn't a blanket requirement to participate in the US financial system. What matters is that you establish a legitimate footprint. So you need proper entities and tax IDs, verifiable identity, consistent information, and credible in-person engagement where appropriate. When those pieces are aligned, the conversation changes from "do you live here?" to "do you qualify under our policies?" which are two very different questions. What most people do wrong, so you don't have to. Mistake number one is treating this like a click and go online hack. Online only accounts can be useful for certain things, but if your goal is for serious banking relationships and scalable credit, trying to do everything remotely with the cheapest option will lead to rejections and dead ends. Mistake number two is applying out of sequence. People apply for credit cards or lines of credit before any actual credibility exists. In the US, sequence really matters. So you need to establish the credible pieces first, then application actually makes sense for the banks. Mistake number three is inconsistent information. So if you've got mismatched addresses, phone numbers, emails, or documents, this is going to create red flags in a system that's very data-driven. So consistency is not just for show, it's for compliance. Mistake four is not having a great relationship. You're asking these institutions to trust you, so you need to meet them at least halfway. Show up prepared, in person, when it counts, and speak their language, and you'll be surprised at how quickly the tone shifts. If you're watching this, you probably feel it already. Your home system is limiting you. Taxes are rising, rules tightening, credit's drying up, and planning gets harder. A second financial identity in the US gives you optionality. You're not trapped in a single set of rules. Leverage, the ability to use credit intelligently to grow and scale, operational ease with payment rails and platforms that just work, and credibility. Partners worldwide understand US entities and banks. This isn't about running away. It's about building resilience, protecting what you've built, and positioning yourself to scale on a platform that is designed to reward entrepreneurship. I only work with serious entrepreneurs and investors who value one-on-one guidance. We keep you focused on the decision that moves the needle the most. We handle the heavy lifting for you, and we show up beside you when it really matters, especially with real banks. No group noise, no cookie cutter shortcuts, just precision, privacy, and partnership. If you'd like clarity on how this applies to you, click the link below to book your call. We'll show you exactly how we help our clients to access the US system without living in America, and how to avoid the common pitfalls, and how to position yourself for real banking relationships and scalable credit. Done with us, one-on-one. I'm Dr. Robin, and if you're serious about building your second financial identity in the US, then I look forward to speaking with you.